Hello and welcome to a Physionic video. Today we're going to be answering the question of, can you change your muscle type? So if you're not familiar, your body's made up of various types of muscle. So in a short, sweet, science-based video, we will answer that question. Stay tuned. In short, the answer is yes. You can, but it's based on three different principles, or three main principles. One of them being specificity, so exactly what activity you're doing to promote that change from one type of muscle to another type of muscle. Also the intensity that you're going about that specific activity, be that an exercise for example, so how intense you're doing it, as well as how long you do it. So the change will usually only last for as long as you're engaging in that activity. So what conditions then lead to an actual change? If you're talking about moving from type IIb fibers, so that would be high power, low endurance ability fibers, those fibers can switch to more of a type IIa, which is a little bit more endurance driven, but still very much on the strength side. So you can see that shift. They are kind of in the same kind of class of fiber, but they do have different subclasses. So moving from type IIb to type IIa, we have seen that. And that is relatively conclusive about that. Now in terms of moving from type 2 to type 1, there's a lot less data on that, and it's a lot less conclusive. We have seen it in animal models, but we can't necessarily extrapolate that to humans. But if I had to guess, then I would say probably we do probably shift from type 2a to type 1 and type 1 to type 2a. However, based on the information that we have right now, what we can say is that there isn't enough data to conclusively say, as I mentioned, but secondly as well, the moment that you stop the activity that's causing that change from, let's say, type 2a to type 1, if you're a marathon trainer for example, and you switch some of your fibers from type 2a to more type 1 characteristics, they still maintain some of their characteristics as type 2a, they just become far more like type 2-1. So when you stop that activity, like marathon for example, you stop doing marathon training, those type 2-1s that switched from type 2a actually end up switching back over to type 2a. So your genetics and how you're born is, well, I think most of us are born the same way, but your genetics determine how much of each fiber that we have. But there's a little bit of plasticity, a little bit of room there, a little wiggle room for those fibers to switch back and forth. Okay, hopefully I answered the question to your satisfaction. If I did, then I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. I do put out continuous content, science-based content, and I would really appreciate seeing your face again in the next video. That said, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you hopefully in the next video.